Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mohita. 안녕하세요. I'm at Hengbok, which means happiness in Korean, and it is also the name of this restaurant where I'm standing. Hengbok is located in Bandra in Mumbai, and it claims to serve authentic Korean food. Today we are going to try a feast. We really have a spread of Korean food that has got me salivating right now. We're trying their Tempura Kimbap. We're also trying a wonderful japchae, which is a seafood special japchae. We're also going for their Mandu soup, which is a dumpling soup. And we're also going to enjoy the Korean style barbecue and the lettuce wrap. So there's a lot in store for you for this video. Let's get started. And now I'm here to check out the procedure of the Tempura Kimbap that we have ordered. They laid out the nori sheet, which is the seaweed sheet. And on that, they're now flattening the sticky rice, the Korean sticky rice, which has some salt in it already. And on that, now they are putting in the tempura. So they do crush the tempura a little bit just so that it fits nicely in a line. And now they're going to add the vegetables. So they're adding a strip of zucchini. They're adding a strip of carrot, and in goes the spinach. And now he's also adding some omelette in there. And now he's going to roll it up. He's going to roll it up with the help of the mat. And now he has to cut it in 8 equal pieces. So what he does is he will cut the edges off first, and that will give us the tempura bit shooting up from the center. And the tempura kimbap is ready. And they have served this with a side sauce. I think it has gochugaru, some sesame seeds. It also has spring onion. And I'm going for the first bite of this now. This is my first time using metal chopsticks. And I am just going to take a bit of that sauce. This is also the first time ever that I'm trying a kimbap. Let's see if I can eat this all in a single bite. It's actually quite large. Oh wow, the flavors are so delicate. That sauce just gives it that kick. The tempura inside, it crunches so beautifully. And even the vegetables, right? So fresh. And I'm following that with a piece from the kimchi. That's sour. It's spicy. And the cabbage is so crunchy. Going in for the radish pickle. Taking some of that sauce though that's settled at the bottom. Oh, the daikon radish. That's strong. The flavor from that radish is bold. Picking up a broccoli too. The food is so healthy. All the flavors are so like delicate. Wow. Oh, that's garlicky. The broccoli is so al dente. It's not overly soft. It's not completely raw. It's just perfect. Oh, you know what? The florets of the broccoli have sort of held on to the salt a little bit. It's a bit salty in places, which makes for a very nice surprise when you bite into it. I'm going for the piece at the edge that has this shrimp tail standing out from between, dipping that in the sauce. I don't think I have really planned this well. I have no idea how to eat this. It's definitely too big. I love how I can actually taste each ingredient. The vegetables, the fried tempura, the rice, all just complement each other so beautifully. Oh, the sauce is so good. Look at that. It just, the rice, you know, soaks it up so well. Kimbap ekdam baap hai. The next in line that we have ordered is the chicken mandu soup. So mandu are dumplings, so this is a dumpling soup. It's a clear soup and there is this very delicate, gentle slick of oil on top. And I can see the mandu very nicely sitting inside the steaming hot bowl of soup. And I can also see there is some egg and spring onions. The Mandu soup is served with some white rice, the plain white rice, which comes in the traditional Korean bowl with the lid on top, which by the way is very hot, so I'm unable to open it without burning my fingers. And now I am going in for the broth. Okay, this is the first sip of the Mandu soup. Oh, the broth is so easy on the palate. It is warm. It's so comforting. Wow, that sesame oil is so on point. Now I'm going to pick up that rice and I'm going to eat it with the soup. I love sticky rice. It just gives such a wholesome taste. And I'm going to dunk this in the soup now. There's also some garlic in there in the broth. This is excellent. Going in for the egg. That egg is so thin. It's so soft. It barely touches your lips and just completely disintegrates. And now I am going to go for the dumpling, the star of the soup. It's super hot and I feel like the filling is going to just burn my palate entirely. But I'm going to cut this and I'm going to eat this. The dumpling is quite plump with the filling. So we have gone for chicken dumplings. These are peppery. There's this intense flavor from like onions inside. The chicken is so well marinated. Perfect amount of saltiness inside. The covering of the dumpling is again cooked to perfection. Sipping on this broth. Oh wow. Going for the radish banchan again. Not leaving the onions out. I love the bitterness that comes through the radish. Love it. It's also so spicy, so sour, and also juicy. I'm also next going for a combination of kimchi rice, something that I have been meaning to try for a very, very long time. 정말 맛있겠다. It's so delicious. 진짜요. And mixing the rice in with this leftover broth from the Mandu soup. There's lots of pepper in the soup, plus in the dumplings. Making this a perfect dish for the monsoons right now. The next in line is Tokbokki. Oh my god, it is so fiery red. So this one is mixed veg Tokbokki. The rice cakes inside, the mochi inside is so nice and fat and plump and gelatinous. And I'm going in for the mochi rice cake. Well, mochi is rice cake. It's so chewy. It's sweet, it's spicy. The mochi is so fun to eat. Going in for the onion. That's crunchy and sweet. Also some cabbage. Biting into the mochi again. That one was hot. There's also a bit of burnt garlic inside there. Just adds to the richness of flavors. The mochi is chewy, it's bland, and the sauce is so spicy and so full of flavors. The combination of the two is just like match made in food heaven. And the next on the menu is chapte. This looks so amazing. Even the presentation is so beautiful. There is a layer of an omelette on the top, and then there is of course a layer of the glass noodles which are made from potato starch. And this one is a seafood mixed chapte. So we have prawn in there and we have some squid in there and also some vegetables. And now I'm going in with the chopsticks and I'm not holding back at all. I'm just going to mix these up very nicely. I want all of the ingredients coming together, combining together well. Now I'm going in for the noodles first. Oh, I can smell the essence of the sesame oil, also that soy. Oh wow, these noodles are entirely different from any other kind of noodles that I've tasted. They're soft, they're very soft, very gentle. Of course, a bit chewy, a bit sticky, but just the softness is so surprising. And the pungent sesame oil, I love sesame oil. That prawn is so plump, the shrimp. It's a massive shrimp. Very lightly marinated. Just the natural taste of shrimp is coming through so well. I'm combining it with the noodles next. The noodles are also very peppery. You know, you really can't chew into the noodles. They're just sliding off of your palate right into your throat. Following that up with the egg, picking up the capsicum, going in for the squid next. The flavors in this one are not very bold. The natural flavors of each ingredient have remained intact.
Sanju. Samjang sauce. Sesame oil, pepper, salt.
Mushrooms. It's raw. Yes, it's marinated raw chicken. Oh, okay. The next that we're having is their live barbecue. So here we have it. And it's time for DIY. So taking the sanchu or the lettuce, and on the sanchu I'm putting the meat. So I'm taking all the ingredients that he barbecued right now. The onion, the garlic, it's almost raw garlic, just a bit grilled, not a whole lot. Taking that chili and also picking some of that samjang sauce. Wrapping this up, dipping it in the sesame oil mixture with the salt and pepper. That is a mouthful. It takes so long to be able to chew and make some space to be able to talk. The freshness from the lettuce, and oh my god, the charred chicken, the garlic, the chilies. The samjang is very spicy. It's also quite tart, and then again the pepper and the salt and the sesame oil. What a mind-blowing combination. It is such a unique style of eating. Love the idea of combining this fresh raw vegetable with some nice charred grilled smoky hot chicken. Making another one, taking some samjang, just wiping some of it off. The samjang is quite spicy, and so is the chili inside this. Dipping it in the sesame oil. Oh my god, my jaw has started aching. Oh, this is so good. It's phenomenal. I am so full right now. The only room that I have anymore is for the dessert. And they also have Japanese and Korean, both kinds of desserts here. And we are going for the Mochi Ice Cream, which I'm so excited for. But before I actually show you what that looks like, today's video is sponsored by www.mohitaramjoshi.com, my very own website for voiceover services. That's right, I have another profession that runs this channel that helps me support all of this. I do voiceovers in English, Hindi and Marathi. So if you have a requirement for, say, giving a narration for your documentary, a corporate film, an IVR, an audiobook, what have you, look no further, I have you covered. So head over to mohitaramjoshi.com and hit me up. And we have a very pretty looking mochi ice cream. So this is how they serve it. One is vanilla and other is mango. And they also give you a dollop of the red sweet bean paste, which is also called as azuki beans. And I'm going in for the mango one. So if you can see, this is the mochi, and inside the mochi ball they have put the ice cream. It's cold. The mango is pretty standard, goes really well with the mochi though. Going in for the azuki bean paste too, taking again a scoop of that ice cream. Azuki bean paste always reminds me of the Maharashtrian puran that we make. It's very similar in taste. They look completely different, but they taste so similar. Going in for the vanilla. So for this one, they have given a very radiant pink outer covering of mochi. Again, vanilla is pretty standard. The mochi makes it interesting. Today's was a feast. I am so full. I'm bursting at the seams right now. There is just so much food inside me. It was amazing. It was an afternoon well spent. I would definitely recommend that you come here. The top favorites for me are the kimbap and the mandu soup. And I also really like the japchae. Oh, and the barbecue was of course off the charts. I guess the ice cream is something that you can skip if at all, because there's nothing special about it except for a very thin outer covering of mochi, and that's about it. Well, and that's it from me for today. I will see you again next week. Bye.